Have you ever heard the story of Missy May? Well, you're going to today. Missy May was a hard-working little girl. In fact, all of her work kept Missy in a whirl. One night, Missy May was working very hard. She was afraid of getting a B on her report card. That night, her father asked,
Missy May, would you like help with tonight's task?
No, Dad, I can do it on my own. Just please, please leave me alone.
She laid her head down to take a quick rest. But suddenly she was awoken by a strange pest.
Who are you, young one, with the nice dress and the pigtails? Speak quick, this is not a conversation for snails.
She was frozen. She was stuck like glue.
I'm Missy May,
She finally said.
and I have a report to do.
Just then the wizard put up her wand.
You do, and you must get it done. But first, I'm going to have some fun.
She spoke the magic words. Suddenly, her book started to grow. It grew so big, she dropped it on her big toe. She started to cry and wail.
I can't read this book. It's way too big. I'm going to fail.
So she sat down and started to bawl. Just then, a man walked by who seemed quite tall.
What's wrong, little girl?
This book is too big. I will never pass.
She said.
It doesn't look too big for me. I could help you with this task. What do you think about it, hun? It could be fun.
Said the giant.
No, this is my work. I'll do it myself.
Okay, then. Do it yourself.
The giant responded. As the giant slowly walked away, Missy May came up with a plan she thought would save the day.
It's okay. I'll just start to work on my poster.
Just then, the wizard returned without a sound. But before she could answer, the spell was cast.
You want to work on your poster? Ziguri-zaburi-zoo. I'm gonna put a cast on you.
Just like the time before, the wizard disappeared, and Missy May's tools started to grow just as she had feared. Her paintbrush, scissors, and pencil had all become gigantic. Missy May started to cry and panic. Just at that moment, a fairy heard her cries. She went over to Missy May and said,
Child, dry your eyes. What seems to be the trouble?
A wizard made my tools big. It's horrible.
The fairy looked at Missy May with a small grin.
Just ask for help.
She said,
You don't have to feel chagrin.
and Missy May sharply answered.
No, I can do it on my own.
The fairy looked at her and said,
You don't want help and would rather cry instead? That doesn't sound very smart to me, and I should know. I'm a fairy.
You mean it's okay to ask for help?
Missy May asked timidly.
Yes, of course. You didn't know that, silly? Everyone needs a little help sometimes.
The fairy said. Just then, Missy May realized. The giant offered his assistance and he could help her. She found him and said,
Sorry, sir. I need your help so I can get my work done.
Sure. It could be fun.
the giant said. Just then, Missy May was back in her bedroom table. She thought to herself and then yelled to her dad.
Dad, if you help me, I'll be forever grateful.
Of course, Missy May. I'll help you any day.
And that's the story of Missy May and the time she learned for asking for help is A-okay.